DiamondFormulas.com.
I've got you under my skin.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the PM Show with Larry, Nancy Manetti, and it's time now for your link to the movies with Will Link.
Go, Will.
Hit it, Will.
Hey, thanks. As always, a wonderful introduction. So yeah, as I was saying, I saw the new Woody Allen film, To Rome with Love, and I'm a huge Woody fan. An average Woody Allen film is usually still better than most movies that are out there for me, and this is an average Woody Allen film. It's not as good as last year's Midnight in Paris, which I thought was beautiful.
That was phenomenal.
That's a phenomenal film. Just such a magical, romantic film.
Yeah.
And this is interesting because unlike a lot of his recent European films like Vicky Cristina Barcelona and Midnight in Paris, this to me didn't feel like it needed to take place in Rome. It could have taken place anywhere because it was really 4 stories about kind of fame and how we view fame. Like Roberto Benigni plays in a wonderful little surreal part, a man who wakes up one day, just happens to now be famous. He's just an average guy, and now he's getting hounded by paparazzi and stuff like that. So those are the themes he's exploring in this film. And look, it's not perfect. Ellen Page is a little miscast, and like I said, no real reason to be in Rome other than it's beautiful and it's Rome. But there are a lot of laughs still. It's charming. You see Woody back on screen playing that great Woody Allen character. So if you're a Woody Allen fan, I think you'll really enjoy it. I did. So.
Well, what would you compare this to? This movie on the same genre as what?
Woody Allen.
In terms of some of Woody Allen's films?
No, in any other film. I mean, is it a romantic comedy? Is it?
Well, there's a lot of romance in it. There's a, but it's neurotic romance, so it is a romantic comedy.
Woody comedy.
Why do I know the name Bernini? I mean, it's
he won an Oscar for Life is Beautiful.
Life is Beautiful.
I love him.
Guy.
He was, and that's such a beautiful film.
Yeah, he's a wonderful actor.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him in anything in a while, so
No.
it was fun to see him pop up, especially in a Woody Allen film.
Well, who was there was another Italian movie that they were in a prisoner of war camp and they had a little boy. Is that the same guy?
No. This is the guy who jumped on the back of the seats at the Academy Awards.
Yeah. Okay, I know that, but
was the other one the?
What was his name? He disappeared.
Yeah, no, I that one I'm not sure, but Benigni did Life is Beautiful, which also featured a great little kid performance as well, and I love that film, and like I said, it was fun to see Benigni.
Oh yeah, he
on
was
screen.
great.
And other Jesse Eisenberg's in it, and he's great because he's also playing a Woody Allen-ish character, a neurotic young guy, and Penelope Cruz is in it. Yeah, like I said, you like Woody Allen.
So who is miscast in your opinion?
Ellen Page.
Why?
She kind of is cast as this real sexual, sex pot kind of character, and when I look at her, I still see kind of Juno or her in the movie Whip It, where she usually plays. I mean, she looks young, and it doesn't quite. I mean, I think she's very attractive, but she's not like Penelope Cruz. You know what I mean?
She's still a kid.
That had nothing to do with her talent.
Oh, that has nothing to do with her performance. I just think I would
okay.
have put her in a different role.
She's
She's one of my favorite actresses.
Good. Yeah, she's
in all honesty.
terrific.
Her performance in Juno is one of my favorite of the last decade or so.
Yeah, great film.
Yeah, she was terrific.
I also caught the new Oliver Stone film, Savages.
Yeah, I heard a lot about this one. Yeah,
and for me, it's a return to that kind of violent, visceral, sexy Oliver Stone that we haven't had since the '90s. We've had a lot of Wall Street 2, which was disappointing, and W, which are just kind of calmer, and I like my Oliver Stone to be crazy, like Natural Born Killers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Any Given Sunday is kind of crazy, and this is back to that. It's about drug dealers. It's about these 2 young pot dealers who get involved with this cartel, and the leader of the cartel is played by Salma Hayek, and she's giving a great performance, actually. It's a maddening performance. She screams a lot, and it's a little over the top, but purposefully so in that great Oliver Stone style. And, if you like Oliver Stone's old stuff, I think you'll be happy with this, a return to form for him. The ending has a lot of issues, but there's a lot of fun getting to that ending, so I forgive it for that.
Okay, so it's got merit in the whole.
I think of Robert Blake when I hear Oliver Stone. I don't know why.
Oh, they're both crazy.
That's probably it. That's
No
probably it.
offense, Bobby.
Bobby's a wonderful actor.
Oh, he's
We saw
phenomenal.
him recently on the CRN. No, was it?
It was CNN. He did
CNN,
that
yeah.
Piers Morgan interview.
He was.
But you
he
know
was
what's
terrific.
not to interrupt your segment.
No,
Will,
of course.
But
Yeah,
what's
what you just did.
I know. But what's weird about Robert Blake is that he wrote this book, but you can't buy it anywhere.
Not yet. I have a feeling he's doing this to build up
Yeah.
interest in the book.
Because you
Oh,
hadn't
okay.
seen him for a while. Now he's
No.
popping up on Piers
Yeah,
Morgan.
he actually appeared with Mike last year on the PM show. Robert Blake came in studio and did a live interview
Mike
with
who?
Michael Horn
Oh,
from
yeah.
CRN. Yeah,
You mean he was here in the
he
studio?
was here in studio, and he believe me, he raised a ruckus just like you think he would.
Really?
Oh yeah, we got to.
He was a good friend of ours.
He used to come to the house and eat all the time. I loved him.
You guys, I guess you guys don't keep in touch with him.
I
then.
don't know how to find him. I
Yeah.
mean,
we actually got a way to contact him. So I'll have you.
well, let's
talk
contact him.
Tony.
I'd like
Yeah.
to have him on the show.
Yeah,
I
probably
am-
do
He'd
a
be
show
great.
with you.
He'd be a
Yeah.
great
and
guest.
ironically, he had a watch on the interview.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Nancy and I gave him 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That was Humphrey Bogart's. He couldn't take his eyes off it. We were in Mateo's restaurant. I said, "Here, for crying out loud, take the watch and let's get down to business."
No
Because I wanted to
kidding.
see if I could get.
And he
it
was
too.
wearing it on the Piers Morgan.
Oh, yeah, he never takes it
Unbelievable! This
off.
is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I
Wow.
hope
He-
it pops up in some more stuff. Now
I'm
that
going
he's
to
coming
tell
out.
you,
Yeah.
if you talk to him one-on-one and don't, ruffle his feathers, he's one of the most brilliant men you'll ever meet. He
Yeah.
is phenomenally smart.
Yeah, when everything I've seen him in, he's definitely conveyed that brilliance, that
Oh,
genius.
he's just
yeah.
And
He is
that's the
genius.
end of that tune.
And you can take that to the bank.
And there's some great directors that I know love working with, like David Lynch. and
David
stuff
Lynch,
like
that's
that,
in particular.
and
That's the
people
film I'm
like
thinking
that. I
of.
hope
Yeah,
someone
Lost
casts.
I'm
Highway.
so
Yeah.
broke,
Yeah.
I ain't got money for a spats on a hummingbird.
I love that. That was a great line.
Guys, stick around. Taking your calls, 800-336-2225. It's the final segment of the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. Will, thank you so much, man. I appreciate
you.
it.
That was
Thanks,
good,
Will.
Willie.
Great.
We'll be back right after this.
Try Fry Vineyards, the Mendocino County organic wine with no sulfur.